on the case and we're chasing her through history. In time is Carmen Sandiego. Go, 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 go.
Good morning, everyone. Manditha here with another Carmen Sandiego game. This time we are traveling through time. So I decided to try this out and stream it because my other Carmen games are really getting some attention on YouTube, and I really haven't delved in deep with this game. So I wanted to try it out, get a feel of it. I don't remember ever beating this game. I believe this came out in '97. And as you can see, I haven't really done anything, more for testing purposes. The intro had some choppy sound, so I couldn't play the long intro, so that intro right there is perfect, actually, getting us started in the game. When you first come to this screen, they have options for you. Players listed there, but I added these two banditas for the testing purposes, and Bandita SYT is stream YouTube purposes. So you can click on your name, then click options, and there are some options here that you can check and uncheck to your liking. And so far everything there is fine. So let's get started. Oh, and they do go by cases. The guide in this game does give you a lot of hints and tips, but I did not go through every one of those, and I didn't want to spoil the game, so I'm kind of going in here more than half blind. So let's get started. Yep, here's the choppiness. Oh, it won't allow me skip it? I was able to skip it last time. Oh, I have to click through it. Yeah. This is the sound that ran during the choppy sound that ran during the intro of this. This is so bad. My other Carmen games ran fine, but I didn't really feel like going through all of this again. Sound how choppy it is? I didn't feel like finding a fix to this either, so I'll just continue to click through it. Oh, there we go.
Welcome to Acme Time Net Time Pilot. We've got a major problem. Carmen Sandiego, the world's most notorious thief, just stole our chronoskimmer. What's a chronoskimmer? The only time travel device on the planet, that's all. Now Carmen and her cohorts control it, and they're on their way to steal historic treasures from the past. If they succeed, all of world history will get thrown out of whack. Only one person can stop them. You.
Hey, Chief.
I'll tell you how.
How you doing?
Wherever the chronoskimmer goes, it leaves a
I'll forever love the Chief.
Time.
Forever.
Think of it as a passage between two holes in the fabric of time. It was a problem we never got around to fixing, and it's a good thing we didn't, because now you can follow the thieves' trail through the time tunnels. There's the time portal. So jump in and I'll give you more details while you travel. It's takeoff time, Time Pilot.
Oh, here we go.
When you're here in the tunnel, I can talk to you, but once you're in the past, I'll be out of contact. In fact, I won't even be born yet. But don't worry. I'll send along an Acme good guy to help you. This first trip is a long one. You're going all the way back to ancient Egypt, where there's something vile on the Nile. Queen Hatshepsut should have taken the throne by now, but it hasn't happened. Find out why. Here's Antiquity now. She's got your Chronopedia and your Acme time cups. Carmen always leaves a note telling her crooks where to hide, so collect any note scraps you may find. And here's the most important thing. Carmen and her creeps have messed up history, so do the world a favor and set things straight.
Sure thing, Chief.
Whoa, time traveling always gives me a head rush. Cool. Hi there, pilot. I'm Antiquity, your trusty Acme good guide. We're in ancient Egypt, circa 1490 B.C.E. That's over 3,000 years backwards in time. We'd better get investigating. Just tap on that boatman to talk with him, then select a question to ask him. Oh, and remember, I'm here to help. If you get stuck, you can ask me for advice anytime.
Cool. So here's the time cuffs who will arrest.
Some say that a strangely attired rogue stole the book outright. The theft has sent a sharp... I thank you for carrying my provisions on board. It will be darkest night by the time we land, so please take one of my spare torches from the boat. You'll need it.
Okay, got a torch.
All is in order. Now my oars will carry us to Hatshepsut's temple.
We're ready to shove off. Take another look around if you like. If not, let the boatman know we're ready to cruise the Nile.
Okay, so with each time period, you definitely want to
3,000 years of human
look
history
around.
Doesn't mean much to those stars.
In Egypt.
Around enough. Let's travel.
Let's let's ask the boatman for a lift down the Nile. Just give him a tap on the shoulder.
All right.
Hello again. Can you believe the troubles besetting poor Queen Hatshepsut?
Now can we leave, please?
As you wish. Hold on while I push off.
Okay, here we
Smooth
are.
trip down the Nile. Well, here we are at the temple. The woman.
At Der El Bahri is the grandest of all.
Queen
Okay.
Hatshepsut built many monuments, but when her nephew Thutmose III succeeded her, he destroyed most of them. This temple
Rude.
is the only one that will survive to the modern age.
No, don't want to go to the tomb yet. We already clicked temple.
These myrrh trees weep precious oils valued for their heat.
Talk to Makara Tipsut.
Good day, travelers. Have you come to offer aid?
Yes.
First, my husband, Pharaoh Thutmose II, passed from this life. And now I cannot even arrange for his safe passage to the next world because someone has stolen the Book of the Dead.
Tragic.
The Book of the Dead is not just any book. It helps us Egyptians prepare a body into a well-preserved mummy. The book is then entombed with the mummy to serve as guide in the afterlife. The Book of the Dead can guide and protect him in the realm of the dead.
Interesting. Of course, we're going to go through who she is.
And who are you that you do not know? I am His Majesty. Beard. It is a strange situation, but nothing I cannot handle.
Indeed.
When my husband Pharaoh Thutmose II passed on, his son Thutmose III was only 5 years old and too young to rule. I therefore took the throne.
Used to.
Way to go. Now we'll turn up the heat on this case.
I don't know if we need light for the tomb. I'm assuming it should be pretty well lit, though.
May the gods protect you.
Thank you, Queen.
Welcome. Have you come to help me prepare the deceased pharaoh for his mummified voyage to the afterlife?
That I
First
am.
we meet a pharaoh with a fake beard. Now we need to make a body into a mummy. This is one strange investigation.
Well, we are back in time. Alright, so what are we doing here?
What do you keep in these jars?
Those are royal canopy
Oh,
jars where
God.
King Thutmose's liver, lungs, stomach, and intestines are quietly resting.
No, thank you.
Sorry I asked.
Seriously.
My ancient Egyptian is rusty. I can't quite translate the hieroglyphs on these jars. My ancient Egyptian is rusty. I can't quite translate the hieroglyphs on these jars.
Okay. Let's talk to the head priest then.
I'll bet Thutmose II looked better when he was ruling 10 million people.
We recently removed the pharaoh's internal organs and packed him in salty natron to dry out. He has had better days.
Well, yeah, he was alive.
Greetings, strangers. It's just you and me, and of course the mummy. Perhaps you'd like to help.
Sure. Alright, so we're going to go through these questions.
We've been hard at work here, transforming dear Thutmose into a proper mummy for his trip to the afterlife. But all my assistants have run off looking for the thief who stole our Book of the Dead. I can't finish this mummy all by myself. Well, actually, I'm at a loss. As head priest, I rarely have to do the dirty work myself. I'm really more of a mummy manager. So, with my helpers gone, I don't know what to do next. Somewhere in this tomb lies a second set of mummy-making instructions. But protocol demands that the head priest, that's me, avoid getting dusty. Luckily, you scruffy-looking visitors look perfect for the search.
Well, thanks. Let's see more about him.
Ah, you must mean my ceremonial mask. This mask represents Anubis, a fearsome god with the head of a desert jackal. Hardly. Anubis is the god of the dead, who weighs your heart before you enter the underworld. Not precisely. He weighs your heart against the feather of truth to judge your worthiness. After death, the worthy go on to the afterlife, while the evil are gobbled up by the ever-famished monster, Amit.
Amit.
Not exactly. The instructions will help us finish making the mummy, but we'll still need the Book of the Dead afterwards. For now, let's just stick to the mummy making.
Sure. Okay, so we need to enter the dark passage. I assume that's what we need the torch for. And get the second set of mummy
dark as a tomb
instructions.
in here.
Ooh, another note.
Yeah, we are in a tomb. A bright torch can shed a lot of light on a history mystery. Did you see those hieroglyphs on the wall? I wonder what they mean.
Oh, it wants me to hold up the torch of the darkness. Let's see what this note is about first.
Our time thief was in this tomb and dropped a piece of Carmen's note.
Okay, so seek out a form to hide behind. So must be the king, the former king, in his tomb. Ah, look at that. Okay, so here's the first set of instructions. You pour that white liquid on him. Then you wrap him up. Then you put his mask on. But what does this top part mean? Is that the mixture that we have to do? Is there anything else here? Okay, let's keep the torch.
Have a question?
No, not right now. Let's...
Enough exploring. Are you ready
Oh,
to begin the mummy preparing
this
ceremonies?
is first, that's
We've seen
second.
the sights. Okay, pilot, let's start the ceremony.
That jar is first, then that one, and then that's the third. Yeah.
Correct. The oil keeps the skin soft.
Cool. The hieroglyphs on that jar really do mean oil.
Look like a different color on the wall, though. I guess they changed the oil type? I don't know. Oops.
Ah, yes, that's right. This resin-soaked cloth protects the body from air and helps it hold the proper shape. Even in death, a pharaoh must keep up appearances.
Apparently. And this is the final one.
More genuine hieroglyphs decoded.
This mask is adorned with prayers to protect the mummy's head from evil spirits. Praise the gods.
Good, we're
That's
done.
A wrap.
I
We
think.
still need the Book of the Dead, but for now, let's move the mummy to the final burial chamber.
Okay, then.
Whoa, we're in the burial tomb.
Whoa.
Let's dig out our thief and recover the Egyptian book of...
Nice. Gotcha.
This case is sealed shut. Sir V.I.L.E is under wraps, and the Book of the Dead is back on track.
Wow, case 1. Complete.
Let's go, Sir V.I.L.E. We've got a nice, damp Acme cell where you can kick back and rust.
You have put the lid on my dark deeds for now, Acme agents. But you shall never seal my armored coat.
Oh, womp you.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
You
Chief.
snagged that sneaky Sir V.I.L.E, bagged the Book of the Dead, and even managed to mummify a pharaoh. I salute you. Thanks to you, the ancient ruler will have laughter in the afterlife, and Egyptian history is restored. Great job. There's another case ahead if you want to take it. Ready to get right back to work?
Well, of course I'm ready to get back to work. So that will conclude the ending of Case 1. And we're going to continue on to Case 2. All right, let's go.